Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, y'all. Hey, you know, back in the day, you get it. Somebody, you at the table, left some food on the plate, and somebody, hey, don't leave no damn food on the plate. Some parts of the world, people ain't got nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's mama or pops them gave them that speech before. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat everything on your plate or come back and eat it. We ain't throwing nothing away. You know what I mean? Well, that reminds me of Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is like a middleweight contender, right? And he's man, Jaime Munguia got 40 wins, y'all. About 32 KOs. No losses. Been in the business for a while now. He's not still that young guy. And it just shows me, when I'm hearing Jaime Munguia, he's about to fight a guy called Gonzalo Correa, who's 21-5 and with 8 KOs, right? Now, that fight's coming sometime in November, I think it is. That's not really the point when that fight's going to happen. The point is why it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia has so many opportunities, right? And it's so many opportunities that I know champions in boxing would like to be in his shoes. You know what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia has been the mandatory challenger for about 2 years in the WBO for Demetrius Andrade. And just, refuses to take the fight. He's the mandatory. They keep saying you're the mandatory. Didn't never have to take the fight. And his promotion company, Golden Boy Promotions, are just, able to maneuver him around and say he doesn't never have to fight this guy. Now, that's an opportunity. It's a big time fight. You can go get a belt, right? Not going to do it, right? Just simple, and no one says anything about it in the industry of boxing, right? Kind of just lets that slide. Then you can get another big fight because you're the mandatory for the WBC. Jamal Charlo, Mexican versus Jamal Charlo, Texas, whoa, or anywhere in Mexico, because the Charlos are known in Mexico too. That's just huge. And it's a championship fight, and it's an opportunity for Munguia to become a champion. No. The only champion he be trying to get is Gennady Golovkin. And he's not in his sanctioning body, but the sanctioning body's where he is. Andre Charlo just won't do it. And nobody says anything about it. Now he's the mandatory for Yanabik because Andre vacated the belt going up to 168. Now Yanabik's the titleist, the champion for WBO, and Yanabik is a bad dude. You don't see Munguia trying to get with him either. Who knows what he is? And see, Munguia came up for 154. And we kind of just ignore the fact that, Jamal Charlo was there and other 154 pounders didn't really have to fight none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Jamal Charlo was there, Castano was there, but moved on up to 160 and we ain't fighting none of them that's the champions either. How you going to be at 160, with a record of 40 and 0 with 32 KOs and don't want to fight the champion to get a belt? Neither Andrade or Charlo. And we don't say nothing about it. Now, here's the deal. You got Ryan Garcia right now. And it kind of irked me. ESPN got the nerve to do a segment on what Ryan Garcia is talking about. You see what I'm saying? This is why I don't roll with ESPN. Ryan Garcia is talking about he's upset because he's not getting a Gervonta Tank Davis fight or something's not happening. And why are we not getting these fights? Right? ESPN does a segment. Hey, boxer Ryan Garcia is saying we're not getting the fights, right? We should be getting. Ryan Garcia wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and Terrence Crawford. We didn't get the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. Omitting the fact that Ryan Garcia was the mandatory for Devin Haney. That's a fight we would love to have gotten that he just ignored. Right, so part of the problem, so when he comes out with the problem, we said so. We could have done a segment of why Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight as a mandatory doing a Jaime Munguia, right? And I'm just not going to fight the dude who's the champion because he's awesome. I ain't fighting Devin Haney. I'm going to call out old Gervonta Tank Davis. I think I got better chances of fighting him, right? Acting like it's a bigger fight. Everybody keep acting like fights are bigger than Devin Haney. And it's not like that. They just say it, because they know you're going to follow. Right? Ridiculous. So that's what your boy Munguia was doing. But anyway, we gonna say something about that. You know, we can't get those fights. You know, do a segment about it. But we didn't do a segment about Canelo Alvarez not fighting Demetrius Andrade for undisputed. And you have no excuses because there was enough money there, the most he was going to ever make, and it's in the middleweight division. So when Canelo didn't do that, then he should be getting more segments on ESPN saying why and inviting the guy that Canelo's scared of on there to tell his story. That's what I keep saying. Don't be just mentioning what Ryan Garcia is talking about, because he's part of the problem. Ryan Garcia, we would already have Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Right? And then he was supposed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Back then, he went out doing some other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So we shouldn't be quoting what he talking about. It's cool, but but he ain't the reason. Is that what gave you the last push, right? The Canelo just ignoring the middleweight undisputed crown just to not fight Demetrius Andrade. That didn't really get your juices flowing. What a guy who is, Ryan Garcia talking about, that's the one. He's not even a champion, don't want to become champion neither. Right? So, but we're going to quote what he want. Really? That's why I don't really listen to ESPN. But don't let me get to ranting. Let's get back to the point. Jaime Munguia should be fighting somebody. There's champions that would like to do what he's doing. Be in his spot. There's a lot of fighters that would like to be like, you know what? If I was mandatory, I would fight the champion. I guarantee if you fought 80 fighters, 80 fighters, oh, why did I say 80 fighters? 80% of fighters, if you ask them if they got to the mandatory spot, they would definitely fight the champion, right? It would have to be some kind of circumstances to not fight the champion. That's what you worked for, to get to fighting the champion. But all fighters don't have it that good to where the media ignores these things. That's where we're talking about, really. The media's ignoring that. That's a huge story that Munguia won't fight Charlo or Andrade, and what are you doing fighting? And they let him keep talking about Gennady Golovkin. That's what Andrade got on Chris Mannix about at the Zone. What are you guys talking about? Y'all talking about Charlo. He's not at the Zone. The Zone was me, Canelo, and Jaime Munguia, Gennady Golovkin. Why you be talking about somebody that's not there? So those are those issues. Letting him get away with it. At the end of the day, Jaime Munguia should be reduced. Take 2 or 3 steps back. We're putting another mandatory that might want to fight the champion. That's in the WBC with Charlo and the WBO with Andre, but he ain't there no more for Gianabek. But that's what should have happened the whole time. So yeah, when I look at Jaime Munguia, I'm thinking, man, it'll be a lot of champions that would like to be in your shoes. Right? A lot of people would take these opportunities if they have had them, right? And he gets to get away with not. Just let the other ones pass by until we got a champion that he feel like he can take, and then he's still up in the front as a mandatory. Like I said in another video, and I'm gonna get out with this. Get to the back of the damn line, dog. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.